Yo, what up, guys? Your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. We've got Rickey Moten on and big AB Logan. Today, we're going to just touch on a few different topics. We're going to touch on mental health. We're going to touch on what AB's been up to, what Rickey's been up to, what he's got planned in the works, Mr. Olympia, and some predictions. So, AB, first of all, welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it, brother. Obviously, I've been trying to get you on for a while.
They throw everything into like a direct message, man. Things get lost, man. Rickey knows. Rickey knows.
Yeah.
I will blame Rickey.
No. See, I fixed it last time. That's why I texted him and was like, you know what? Let me just text him directly and get it set up.
Yeah, see, this worked. See, Rickey's my guy. Rickey's my guy.
So, AB, what have you been up to during quarantine? Like, what you've been doing to keep motivated? Have you been able to train? Is your diet still on point? What have you been up to, brother?
Like after the Arnold, I mean, that's kind of when the whole thing started, right? So after that, I had planned on doing the Pittsburgh Pro, but it got pushed back. Man, it's probably good because I rebounded really bad. Like I enjoyed myself, but I mean, weight wise, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got all the way up to honestly like 285.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was huge. But the thing is, I didn't feel that big. But the thing is, I was self-conscious of that shit to come outside and shit. I was like, oh, this has to. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't training at all. So I wanted to take time off. So I was like, instead of just going into crazy precautions, I was like, kind of worked out for me. So I was like, it gave me some time to chill, and I kind of cleaned up my diet. I wasn't eating as much, so I was obviously, things just went down naturally. So I mean, it wasn't until probably like a week or two that I had, found a gym. So because I'm in Boston, so everything's shut down here. Y'all in the South, so y'all really don't care about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shit is rolling with y'all. Like I talk to all my people. Like life is like stopped a bit, like stopped completely. Like it's like the prohibition of like fitness right now. Like you have to sneak around for a gym. You can't tell too many people. That's what we're at right now. And it's like, obviously I can't say too much because, like I'm saying, it's a prohibition of gyms out here. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm just, I was just eating like I'm not really super strict with my diet on the off season. I kind of, I have my sandwiches and my little meals, for Outback and stuff like that. I eat out a bunch, but I eat good things. But when I get back on my diet, I mean that's the start of the show. That's maybe one of my faults. That's what people say. I don't know.
So
that's what I caught that.
Yeah.
So, AB, did you have any other shows in mind up to the Olympia that you were gonna prep for before quarantine, or was it just the Olympia?
So right after. Well, I actually didn't for the Arnold. I just want I kind of like set a goal, hit it, and then I was like, all right, well, what's kind of a little bit further? It was either Pittsburgh or New York. I'm pretty sure I was gonna do Pittsburgh. That got pushed back, and then everything got pushed back. So I was pretty much like canceling this year. So I was like, I don't know. They'll probably just keep pushing things back. And honestly, realistic gyms won't open up here as of now until July.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and things keep getting pushed back. So it's, I don't really know what's going to happen. Here, I may have to go ahead and, go down to the South for a little bit and somewhere, Florida, Florida opens up, they decided this was over,
Yeah, man. Come to Texas, bro.
Stay with you, bro.
I know. I should. Yeah, I got good food down there too. I can eat good too right now. But I mean, yeah, I've really been stressing too much about it. People, like everything's open now. People aren't like crazy for the grocery store and shit like that. You know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah. But I mean, it's I'm just chilling, enjoying my time.
Our KFC opened the other day, and people were queuing for like an hour and a half just for some chicken.
For real?
Yeah, an hour and a half.
That's surprised. I mean, you like the Popeyes chicken sandwich? I like Popeyes over KFC.
We haven't even got Popeyes here.
Oh wow!
I know.
Oh, man.
I don't know what I'm missing.
I'm not like a huge Popeyes fan, but I mean, I would Popeyes over KFC.
Okay.
I got Popeyes next door.
So, AB, other than
Yo.
the fitness side of things, I mean, like, I'm just trying to get more of a background on you as an individual. What sort of things do you get up to? Not just during quarantine, like what you do for fun, what you do for like hobby, other than like bodybuilding and fitness.
Well, you kind of went out a little bit with the volume. Say it again.
So obviously, other than fitness and bodybuilding, because it was the first time on the channel, I want to like give people more of an insight into AB and AB's work. What sort of things do you get up to other than fitness and bodybuilding?
Other than fitness and bodybuilding, I mean, I work, which is, I'm a, financial liaison, which, I mean, it's not, not super interesting at all, and, I'm from the area, so I know a lot of people, so I kind of just, hang out with my friends, I game, I ultimately want to move out to LA or Florida, somewhere, you know what I'm saying, just kind of pursue something else, I feel like, I feel like I need to go ahead out to Hollywood or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. I feel like they need someone look like me. So.
You need just concentrate on something like modeling, because you've got that look about you. Like all your pictures, you've got the pose down.
See, like I could model, but there's no way I can fit most of those clothes. No way. I'm way too big. I just surpass that. I would like to. I need to be like an Under Armour mannequin or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Man, I'm on to something, right? Just be some body sculpture, athletics.
Yeah, that'll work.
Is that are you down for that, Ricky?
So you need to do that too.
What model for like Under Armour or something? Yeah, I'll do that.
Rick's not the model for like big and tall.
Straight from jeans for him. Yeah,
Nah, man.
Okay, so one of the things I wanted to like touch on was obviously with the passing of Luke Sandow and mental health, and obviously you guys are you're influencers online, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, bodybuilders. You're basically put on a pedestal, and you've sort of got to set a precedent for your fans, your followers. What things can you do, or do you do, to help motivate your fans to positivity on you, not just as an individual within your family, but on social media? And have you got any sort of advice for anybody that's feeling down or anything like that? Ricky, obviously you haven't spoke for a little bit. Do you want to jump off on that, Ricky?
Yeah, man. First off, it was real tragic with Luke, and actually just a few days ago there was another one that I seen Dave Palumbo actually post, an amateur figure competitor.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot that's going on, and I just I feel. I mean, I've talked to several people that have attempted it, and they've told me that they just get to a point where they feel like they can't speak to anyone, and things like that. So that's why, if I see anybody going through something, I'll let them know, like, you can always reach out to me at any time, any given time. It doesn't matter, because I might not be going through it, but I don't want you to go through that alone, So, and if I can help in any way, whether it's some advice a person might need or whether they just need to vent, that's what I'm here to do. So, and then as far as like, I mean, I don't even consider myself like an influencer or anything like that. I'm just me. I just be myself. That's it. That's all I do.
What sort of meant by influencers? Obviously bodybuilding is a very niche sport, and most bodybuilders don't have like crazy amounts of followers. I think we still have an obligation to it doesn't matter if we've got 5,000 followers or a million. I still think we've got an obligation as being in the public eye to not just demonstrate these things, like you're saying, like we're here to support you, and as guys, I think we need to be putting that out there. I think with regards to our social media aspect of things, I genuinely think that there's more that we can be doing. It doesn't have to be the daily, this was me on stage. This was, I just interviewed such and such a person. I think we should be having more of these conversations, especially as men, that, we can talk to each other. Like Ricky's just stated, if you need to talk to, say if you're a follower of Ricky or AB or me or whatever, we can talk to each other. You don't have to I think there's such a bad stigma around being a man and not being able to speak on feelings, getting
Right.
things like that. I mean, what's your take on it?
Say that again. Last part.
What's your take on it?
I mean, I feel I definitely agree with you on pretty much, the whole thing. I feel like there's the stigma that you can't talk to anybody as a man. Me, like if I I guess just like the whole mental health thing. I mean, what I think about it, honestly, if you have it, like, I mean, obviously it's just like, get help, and I can only hope for the best. I mean, I don't try to be obviously rest in peace, Luke Santa. That was terrible. It's all and that just goes to show it could be anybody.
Right.
You don't have to and like I say, you only see what I show you. It's always the people that you think have everything, just everything picture perfect, or have it easier. It looks like that or whatever. You don't really know like what's really going on with them. So it just it's kind of it's unfortunate, and it's scary. So I mean, if everyone, I feel like you just have to have someone, your friend or someone that you can go ahead and talk to, just bounce ideas and just release some I guess some stress, or just what people call it, like vent,
Right.
something like that to vent to. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, in terms of online, I mean, I don't. I mean, of course, people look up to me, whether I want to or not. I'm a public figure to people, so I don't really try to talk about personal things that are going on with me, because, like I say, regardless about me, I got to think about everything else. Man, I have to push positivity, and to be quite frankly, I mean, no one really cares personally about your problems. You got to think about everyone as a whole, and sometimes I kind of get out of character sometimes online, but I always come back and correct myself. But I hope I don't try to be this person, like Ricky says, I'm just myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I'm 26-year-old man. I'm trying, obviously I'm trying to do right, and I hope if people can go ahead and be more healthy by watching me prep. And I see like a lot of my friends, they get on the treadmills, tag me and things like that. If I see a bunch of random people doing that, just being more healthy and being more conscious, then, I mean, that's doing my part. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about.
So, out of curiosity, then, AB, what do you do for stress relief then? So, say if you're having an off day, you're feeling down. Is it music? Is it training? I mean, what sort of, have you got any tips for people?
Oh, I mean, that's really why I love working out. It could be I just take it all on, because I mean, before it was football.
Yeah.
Football, you get to run into people. Right now, I go to jail. I can't be doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I take my frustrations out. Whatever's going on, and I do it in the gym. Obviously I like looking a certain way, but obviously something is really like bugging me. I guess we're doing legs, and we're gonna get happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I mean, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be lifting. I mean, even like cardio. Cardio. It's like, so I got like an hour, and make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? You can go,
Right.
And some people get those, those runner endorphins and things like that, where you do an hour and you like, oh man, I'm feeling good. You do a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I do. Unfortunately, like I can make a living doing that. So it's pretty cool.
So what about you, Ricky? What do you do to release stress?
Man, releasing stress is, spending time with my family and lifting. That's literally it. Spend time with the family, work out, then back with the family just to relax, man. Because you you don't want to be stressed around you don't want to be stressed with those people around you. and you don't want people around you that's going to stress you out. So if you have people around you, you have people in your circle that's stressing you out, then you need to remove yourself from that situation. You need to completely remove yourself from that situation, because all you're doing, if they're carrying negativity, that negativity is passing on to you. You know, and you're taking a hold of whatever, whatever's going on with them.
People
You
feed
know,
off that.
yeah, getting all that energy. So
I couldn't agree more with that. That's probably the best way to sum it up. Sometimes not just your circumstance or situation. Sometimes the negativity can be brought to you from elsewhere that's got nothing to do with you. Like
right, exactly.
put you in a down mood because the people around you are just negative and in bad situations. So I think that's probably the best way to sign that obviously part of this off with regards to mental health. Is as guys, I spoke to Lee Priest, William Bonnet, loads of the bigger names in the industry. I think my point was to try and get enough people, enough pro bodybuilders and men saying, look, doesn't matter who you are, what background, guys can talk, whether it's to somebody, whether it's a friend, family member, or, an actual counsellor, whoever, we should be just talking. There's no cliche anymore, as you've got to be this hard man and bottle it all up. So, yeah, thanks for obviously touching on those parts and how you deal with stress and stuff. Moving on from that, obviously, the Mr. Olympia has been rescheduled towards Christmas time. So we've got the Christmas Olympia. Obviously, me and Ricky have spoken about this the other day. Thanks for the clip.
Oh, so y'all got a head start.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's how I already know what questions are coming for you, man.
Oh,
I already know because I went through it.
No, Ricky got dragged through it. Ricky's a repeat offender on this channel.
I know. I seen y'all had an interview with Terrence. Right?
Yeah. We'll get Terrence back on. We'll have to do like it all the way through. But AB, so obviously the Olympia's changed. Have you had to adapt to your training regimen, because obviously you were planning one show. Now that obviously everybody had their sights on the Olympia anyway. Now that's right. Is your whole training schedule changed towards that, like with regards to prep, protocols, all that sort of thing?
I was really getting ready to just chalk this year as a dub, and just chill out, work on myself, and then next year, start, because like I said, up here, life is like stop. Like you guys, like everyone's out on our balconies looking at each other like, yeah, we all right, like shit like that. And we're supposed to stay home. It's like it's crazy. But you go to Florida and people are out, like it's so wild right now. So I was getting ready to chalk it up as dub, but and I haven't been working out. Probably I wasn't been working out, pretty much for like the past 2 weeks. So before that, I just took time off and just rested. And I thought it was, why fight it? I haven't had the time to take off, this long of a time off, then God knows when. And if I take a week off, I'm always like, all right, I'm good. And I go right back. This is, why fight it? Just let it be what it be, with this rest. So,
yeah, because obviously something like that can just stress you out, because obviously that is part of your work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could. There's people that are literally losing their mind, especially just being in the house so much. I mean, I get it. It's, trust me, I find any reason to go to the store. Like, I need Staples, all right, I'm going to the store. Anyway, I'm out. But it's like I just started training, so they pushed everything back. So I mean, I just like I said, I'm getting ready to chalk this year's up as a dub, but they pushed New York back and pushed the Olympia back. So I mean. But New York is the hardest place because they're hit one of the hardest. I mean, I'm right there too. So if no one in New York could train, I mean, so do we have to go out of state to train? You know what I'm saying? In that case, I mean, someone want to sponsor a boy, you know what I'm saying? What's up? But I mean, but I mean, it's tough. I mean, but the thing is, I mean, honestly, we're gonna be honest. First time I'm saying this publicly. I'm thinking about. I'm enticed to do New York. I want to do New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Ricky's sitting up now. What you saying, Ricky?
No, I'm not saying nothing.
Nothing. Ricky was like this before. Ricky was so chilled, and then AB's like, "I might do it." Ricky's like, "What?"
Was you trying to do some sneak shit, Ricky? You was about to do New York and not say that? Oh.
No, I'm chilling. I'm not doing New York. Not doing New York.
Ricky told me, he was like, "Oh, after the he told me, I'm good. I'm just waiting for them." I'm just like, I was like, that's dope, bro. You got a nice long time, bro. Chill out. Ricky's over there like, shit, I made, you know what I'm saying?
What Ricky will
Ricky's
do,
like, I'm bored.
Ricky will text Breon, you doing New York? He'll be like, nah. Ricky will be like, I'm doing New York.
There you go, man. There you go, bro. There you go. Man, what makes you want to do New York?
Honestly, like, because I like doing shows because like doing big shows, because I feel like if I do a smaller show, I feel like people won't give me the credit that I feel like I deserve it in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do a smaller show, someone would be like, "Oh, but it was like that show." You know what I'm saying? No one was there. Woo, woo. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if I do like big shows like Tampa, right, Olympia, Arnold, like biggest one on this side besides Tampa is New York, and that's a big show. You know what I'm saying? To push it back, it's right before way before the Olympia, right?
Yeah.
Way before the Olympia. You know what I'm saying? So, and right now, from what if the chart I seen was right, I'm third in points. So I need to do another show, but I mean, like, why not do New York, bro?
Yeah, you do New York.
Ricky's like, yeah, you do it, bro.
Yeah, do New York, man. Do it. Do New York, and just solidify that Olympia qualification.
I know, but honestly, too, like, you guys seen the video that the maximum muster report they did.
Which one?
Yeah, they just talking about the top 10, top 10, top 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So that kind of, you know what I'm saying? I want to do something else. You know what I'm saying? I want to.
Yeah. See, that's. I mean, it's crazy. It seemed like, I don't know why, but it's like they always want to put me and AB against each other. Like, I'm seeing all the time, man. Whether I post, like, I posted the picture that we had on the Arnold, and then people were putting different stuff. I mean, it's like they always want to see us like just go against each other, like they're always trying to stir something up.
Yeah.
Because I'm 0-2 against him. I am. I'm 0-2 against him, man. I mean, because in Tampa last year, we had one hell of a battle.
Yeah, that was true.
We had one hell of a battle, man. And he took it and went to the O.
True.
Bro, and it was months later. Like, I'm talking about months later. I've already done San Antonio. I've already qualified for the 2020 O, and people are still hitting me up. Hey, man, you should have won Tampa, right? I'm like, yo, that shit is over with, man.
that one left like, I feel like, I don't know, a lot of people was kind of like upset about that.
I don't get why they do that after the shows, though. It's like, it's done. Like, it's like after a boxing fight. It's like, oh no, I think Lennox Lewis.
Oh no, there's always like a trap. There's always like a gossip that follows each one, because it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? So everyone is kind of up to their opinion, which is kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the part where you can't help, but some people, they're just like, they was betting big money. I guess, I don't know.
Okay, while we're on about big money, AB.
Oh man, what's good?
Mr. O, Men's Open, Who's your top 3? Bearing in mind, we might have everybody this year. Quite literally everybody.
Open?
Men's
Yeah.
open. So we're talking Phil, we're talking Sean Roden, Rami, Rowley, Dex. Who else was there, Ricky?
Flex Lewis.
William Bonac, Flex Lewis.
Hottie if he can make it.
Yeah.
Did you say Brandon?
Brandon, yeah.
Brandon? Oh my God, Brandon. Sorry.
Brandon, yeah. Is Sean Roden able to do it?
What he says he's doing it.
They still he's able to do it?
He's done a video where he says the next show he's doing is the Mr. O, but I think that statement's subjective anyway, because that could mean the O next year after the trial. It might not actually mean this year at all. Every channel's ran with it. He's doing the O. He's not said he's doing 2020. But hypothetically, let's just say he's in there. He's in the pot. He's in the mix.
Okay. Damn. It's hard. It's hard because it depends on how they show up. You know what I'm saying? And it's oh God, I hate this shit.
Sounds just like me.
Brandon again.
To win,
right?
Brandon to win again, right?
Okay.
Then I'm gonna. I have Flex Lewis third.
All right.
I think he's gonna do some damage.
Okay.
And then 2, shit. Oh, bro, I don't know. I gotta see all the. I don't know. Who'd you have as 2, Ricky?
Man, I didn't even name that. I didn't even name. I was like,
I like William Bonac.
Yes.
William Bonac.
So if Phil does it, does that change anything?
I wasn't even thinking.
We did say Phil. That's why I was so shocked when you said Brandon for first, and I was like,
yeah, I didn't. I completely even forgot.
It's gonna be if Phil's there, and obviously Sean can be there as well. I think it's gonna be one of the greatest Olympics ever.
Oh yeah, okay. So that would change. I did not even think of Phil.
I think it's going to be one literally.
If Phil, I guess because whatever the issue the last time that said the midsection, I guess they was talking about or whatever. Yeah. So if he, I guess he comes, obviously sharp as he always does or whatever. I think Phil will come 1, 2. I think it would be I think Sean Roden if he comes in how he did when he won. And then 3, I think.
Random.
I think Flex Lewis because now he can go ahead and put on some sides because it's how it looked.
So now Brandon gets knocked out of the top 3.
Yeah, because Flex is now.
It changed some things around. It changed some things around. I don't. It's tough. That's tough.
I mean, William's been in his gym in Ghana this whole quarantine, hasn't he? Really? He hasn't missed a beat on this quarantine.
That's fine. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They take a nice little time. I took a whole 2 months off.
I just had to throw William in there because I'm really good friends with him. So if he's watching, William, I've got you for number 1, brother.
See, brother. Oh, God damn. See, then, man, I may even put William in third. See, that's tough, man. That's tough.
Okay, right.
That's why I really don't even give my opinion because people are like, "What? You don't know?" I'm like, I know. I'm just saying.
AB, who have you got for?
Oh man,
the classic. Top 5 for classic, and you've got to include yourself. You've got to put yourself first. It makes sense if you're going to do that. If that's what you're aiming for.
I always game plan for playing for first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna win, and then the second they're gonna go ahead and do Chris. Third,
Okay.
they're gonna do Steve.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fourth, not a shot. If Rickey conditioning come in fire, I got him in front of Brion.
Okay.
But that's the 4 and 5 right there.
All right. What about Ruff?
Oh shit! See,
What about hey, so hey,
you know what? Damn,
Shots fired.
But you know what? I stuck with more the tall frames. I think the taller frame guys. I think it's about easy. There's a bunch of people that that you could do. You know what I'm saying? But
they were actually talking about that. I actually, they were actually talking about that if Classic was getting ready to go to like the tall man's game,
because it looks more athletic.
Yeah, based off of Chris winning last year.
Yeah.
So it definitely could be going that way.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I don't work it.
So that's AB's top 5. Ruff wasn't in it. I'll let him know.
See, I told you.
See, people about to be like, "Well,
got my title." Big AB.
About me.
My title of this video is Big AB says Ruff won't place top 5.
They're gonna roast. They're gonna roast me. That's why I never go ahead and give my opinion. I just say I say what I say on my story because it's gone in 24 hours. If it's a post, if they're gonna roast me.
This video is here for life.
I know, right? They're gonna be like
these
5 years from now. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. After the somebody's gonna pull this video back up. They're gonna send it to you.
They're gonna look at your stupid ass. They're gonna cut me up. It's all good though. I laugh.
Okay. So, I just want to say thank you to both of you for coming on. I genuinely appreciate it. Maybe obviously it's your first time on. I'd like to get you back on just a one-on-one because I do a Raw and Uncut series where we talk more about you, your upbringing and how you got into bodybuilding and stuff. So if you wouldn't mind coming back to that, I'd really appreciate it.
No, absolutely.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, guys. I will put your Instagram links below. Just a quick one, Rickey. Have you signed anything recently?
Sign what?
No? We'll skip over them, brother, for next time.
What?
He's like, what the fuck's going on?
Man, let me tell you this. I got nothing. Nathan. I'm over here hustling out here, man.
Hey, man, we should have talked about when we were at the Arnold, I constantly had to text him and let him know what was going on.
I was like, yo, what time we gotta be over here? I was like, I had no clue. No clue. Ricky been doing that since Tampa.
Yo, we gotta be here at this time.
That's Ricky, he'll sort me out.
Oh,
Ricky's
man.
been giving you the wrong times now. You'd be like, yeah, New York. Yeah, it's at 5.
Which one? What else is they got there? Tampa's still in August, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still August, and then all I knew is New York. There's the Boston Pro, but I ain't doing that show.
Nah, you're too big for that.
Yeah, Tampa, New York.
Yeah, you're in the bigger lanes now.
I mean, I'm just saying, defend that Tampa title.
Yeah, I know that's what my coach would probably say, but I already told him I was there in New York, and I got him all fired up. But that's what he'd say, like, you want to do Tampa again? Oh no, I feel like everyone about to be at Tampa.
Most likely, so they can try to qualify.
I feel like more people gonna be at Tampa than New York.
Yeah, 100%. There's not much else that most of them can get to, realistically, especially stateside.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, that's why I kind of like doing like the bigger shows, because it's like if there's too many people, people get overlooked. You know what I'm saying?
Better recognition for you as well, because if you're doing a lot of the little shows and you're winning against like a lesser competitor, I use that very loosely and no disrespect. Right. But if you're stepping up on the New York, the Tampa, the bigger names, and you win, surely that's got to feel a lot better to you.
Absolutely. It's like you're competing with the best athletes. You know what I'm saying? At the biggest stage. So it's less like, if college football is like playing at like the big house, Penn State, like the big, big games. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just more worth it. There's more behind the show. There's more, production. There's more, notoriety if you do well. Everything. So
exactly. Yeah.